Hello, welcome back to another fragrance review. Today we're discussing Niche, Fall, Top 10, Niche Only on the other side of the intro. So I started this Fall Top 10 series a while ago. I started off with cheapies, clones, and designers. And this video is the last installment in the series for the fall fragrances at least, and we are discussing niche fragrances only. So without further delay, from the house of Parfums de Marly, it's Layton. Now, this is a hypebeast fragrance that has acquired a really large following, and some even say it's the best that the brand has to offer. And much like the other fragrances on this list, it's a very cozy, very sweet, very easy to wear, very appealing and alluring fragrance. And as we know, at this moment there are countless clones of Layton on the market, but the OG is still unsurpassed. The lavender and apple opening of this fragrance is just phenomenal, and then the dry down with vanilla, cardamom and sandalwood, so smooth, just such a joy to be around. So we start off on a high note. Number 10, from the house of Parfums de Marly, we have Layton. Moving on to number 9, this is a fragrance that I recently acquired, and I am really enjoying wearing this fragrance. I haven't had much exposure to it, but the 4 or 5 times that I have worn it, I am really extremely impressed with its performance and with its quality. Imagine Parfums de Marly Herod, but minus the tobacco. And I am talking about Essential Parfums Divine Vanille. This is one of the most outstanding vanilla fragrances that I have ever experienced. It's very fresh, very smooth. It's primarily a lightly spiced, smooth vanilla fragrance. Absolutely amazing. It's not a very unique scent, but an outstanding value proposition if you're looking to get into niche perfumery at an affordable price, and this is just a great gateway in there. Number 8 is a beast mode performer from the house of Montale. We have Oud Tobacco. Now this has fast become one of my favorite tobacco fragrances. It is very different from the heavy or dusty or smoky tobacco that you're accustomed to in niche fragrances, like say from the house of Ambre. It's nothing near that caliber of crazy. It is basically what you would have loved red tobacco from Mancera to be. This is a sweet, candied, almost cherry-like tobacco. And as we have come to expect from the house of Montale, this is an absolute beast when it comes to performance. It has a sumac note in the opening, which I have come to discover is a spice made from grounded red berries and frequently used in Middle Eastern candy. And it is just like that, like a Middle Eastern candy tobacco. This one is dangerously underrated. I think it could be the best, if not one of the best, from the house of Montale. And this could be your chance to win a bottle of Oud Tobacco from Montale. There will be a giveaway for not 1, not 2, but 3. Yes, there will be 3 lucky winners, each receiving a full presentation, full bottle of Tobacco Oud from Montale. Special thanks to friends at Discount Perfumes for hooking me up with a great price, so that I can continue to hook you up with these prizes. So in order to enter into the giveaway, you have to be subscribed to this channel, you have to give this video a thumbs up, and let me know what is your favorite niche fragrance for fall. And again, I'm going to ask, if you're watching and really enjoying this content, please subscribe. That button in the right lower corner of this video, click be subscribed, and going by the analytics, less than 3% of viewers are subscribed to the channel. So please do the favor, hit that subscribe button. It really means a lot to the growth and development of this channel. Number 7 on the list comes from the house of Boadicea Victorious, and it is Ardent. Now, Ardent is very dear to me. It's a oud rose combination with saffron, and those are kind of challenging to pull off at times. But this one is very meek, very mild, very soft, but always masculine. There's always that edge of mystery and darkness about it that keeps that little presence of danger. Now this is not a fragrance you just wear at a casual outing. This is one that you dress up. This is one that you try to match. This is one that is fantastic, and you also have to look fantastic to match this one. It's a very sweet rose with beeswax. It has a beeswax note, and you could actually feel the waxy texture. I don't know how it does it, but you could actually feel the texture of this fragrance. Very nice. And this is one that Lady Frag Styles absolutely adores. Ardent from Boadicea Victorious. Number 5 on our list comes from the house of BDK Parfums, and it is Gris Charnel Extrait. Now, the original Gris Charnel was an amazing fragrance. Absolute banger, one that was loved by people near and far. Everyone across the sexes loved Gris Charnel. The Extrait takes that formula and amps up the darkness and masculinity, and this is an absolute gem to match the level that your fragrance is at with your outfits. And you can't just put this on with shorts and t-shirts. I mean, you can do it if you want to, but I would advise you, when you approach these fragrances, put something on that is nice, because this paired with the right outfit will do serious damage. So if you haven't had a chance to have the original, or you were contemplating buying the original versus this, contemplate no more. Get the Extrait over the original, you won't be disappointed. So we're halfway through the list, and at the halfway point comes from the house of Vertus, and it is not Vanille Oud. This one I think is better than Vanille Oud. It is Ambre Elixir. Now, when I first picked up the sample pack with all the fragrances, I ran straight to Vanille Oud because that's the one with all the hype. I smelled it and said yes, added it to my basket. Then I went on and I found Ambre Elixir, and oh my god, this thing rocks. It is kind of in the same vein of the Killian fragrances, Angel Share, Straight to Heaven. It's kind of like that style of a fragrance, and it is just so outstanding with great performance, smooth right out the gate. No harsh alcohol blast, no chemical mess in the opening. This was love at first sniff for me. Ambre Elixir is, in my opinion, the #1 fragrance from the house of Vertus. And that is why it lands on my list of top 10 fall fragrances, Ambre Elixir by Vertus. Number 4 on tonight's list is another from the house of Parfums de Marly, and it is Althair. Now, Althair is a very popular fragrance, and it is, in my opinion, the second best of the cool weather fragrances from this house. A very unique combination of praline, ambroxan, and almond in a base note of a perfume is very rare. You don't often see that. It somehow manages to open up fresh and sweet, yet it maintains that sweetness at different levels throughout the whole experience. It starts off somewhat fresh, sweet, spicy with cinnamon and cardamom, then it turns vanillic, and then it just dries down into this beautiful, harmonious blend of praline, vanilla, and almond. Very, very hard to describe with words, but when you put this on, it evokes some serious emotions of just sex appeal. You feel like the man, and this is an absolute compliment magnet. If you wear this, you will get noticed. So again, when you wear this, dress appropriately. Number 4 from the house of PDM is Althair. Number 3 in itself is also awesome. Another one of Lady Frag Styles' favorites, and it is from the house of Initio, and it is Absolute Aphrodisiac. Now, when I first bought this fragrance, just going off the name alone, I know there was an edge of sex appeal attached to this. It was just a different type of vanilla fragrance, so I was intrigued. I looked at the notes and saw there was castoreum. Now, I am not very familiar with the note of castoreum, especially in fragrances, so I did a bit more research and I found out that it comes from the scent glands of beavers and platypuses. And while beavers use it to mark their territory, platypuses use it as reproductive communication. So while I don't believe that perfumes or fragrances can be panty droppers, if there was one, this might be it. It's just such a raw and animalic, almost nasty kind of vanilla. That's the best way I can put it. So do what you will with that. Absolute Aphrodisiac. Number 2 from the house of Josier is Ambre Tabac. Now this fragrance smells like cherry tobacco with warm apple pie. If someone comes close to you and smells this on you, it's automatic cuddles. It just smells cuddly. It's in that scent family as Ambre Narguile from Hermes or Wajan from Parfums de Marly. It gives that feeling where you're home, you've had a good meal, and you're just waiting for your dessert to be served. This is absolutely amazing, and at a price around $120 to $130, this is an absolute steal. The value proposition that this offers at a niche level is absolutely mind-boggling. A cherried tobacco with warm apple pie. That's what I smell. It's one of those fragrances that make you wish you didn't have so many fragrances to go through, because you just want to spend so much more time with a fragrance like this. And that's why it lands at number 2 on this list, Ambre Tabac from Josier. And number 1 on the list of niche fall fragrances is another one that I feel deserve more hype, and it is Jovoy Fire at Will. Just the name of this perfume alone is what drew me to it. Looking over the notes and getting a sample further confirmed my interest. This is vanilla on brown sugar, but a burnt toasty brown sugar, so it gives it that masculine edge. It also has some musk and vetiver with amber in the base, and I've had a couple people sniff this at different phases of the fragrances, opening, mid, and dry down, and it's the same one word that is used to describe it all the time: delicious. This fragrance is a complete gourmand, and yes, it does lean very feminine, but guys, you can absolutely pull this off. And as far as pure vanilla fragrances go, this, along with Absolute Aphrodisiac, are likely the 2 best out there. So there you have it. That's the list of my 10 favorite niche fragrances for fall so far. So thank you for watching. Until next time, stay fresh, stay classic, and I'll see you in the next one.